My name is Guillaume Lanquepin. I'm working at the Norwegian Customs, the Intel department, and work as the head of data analysis. I'm very happy to be here, and it's my pleasure to be able to present. My presentation, I have to say, is to be boring, and the case is very simple. Everybody, when they talk about AI, is discussing with cutting edge LLMs or so on. At the custom, when we talk AI, is how we tackle a large player in the logistic working with ASCII, just ASCII, even when they write Chinese name, even they write Norwegian names, and how we tackle very stupid problems. So that's not that fun of writing ChatGPT. No, I just try to tackle with all IT systems which are older than me, basically. So that's my starting point. What we tried to do was to work with custom declaration. That's on the right side. Usually they are in paper. Paper is great. Logistics is basically people coming with the trailers and goods in the trailers and the paper and say, that's what is in my trailers. Welcome in logistics in 2024. Still there. So basically all goods which is imported in Norway have to be declared to us, to pay taxes, to ensure that the government overview over everything which is coming in out of Norway, negotiate free trade agreements, ensure that regulation is applied, and so on and so on and so on. And one of the very simple cases there is that we have some free text field here that we want to choose. The more obvious one is foreign companies, foreign persons importing or exporting something to Norway. So if you, let's say you import a good from Norway, we have someone that has to write this Chinese name on that custom declarations. As simple as that. And of course, they write it a different way. They make mistakes all the time, 400 million times a year, every year. So basically, what we try to do is to structure this field there. Because basically, when we want to do some risk assessment, to be able to identify where are sent or received goods is just crucial information for us. So that's basically what we are looking for. I'm not an IT guy, I'm from statistic background. And that's been kind of a funny discussion to think that, well, let's see if there is a lot of companies that make a file, mistakes, maybe make it systematics. So Norwegian letters is writing in that way from Posten, they are writing in another way from MESC. So if you sum up BA's dataset, is that a random dataset? Because when we apply statistic algorithms, we assume that mistakes is random. So that's kind of funny discussion here from mathematician fun discussion there. So basically that's what we are working on, and the project we had with Sigma 2, North Sea, and SimTef was to be able to tackle this issue and to try to take all those scrappy data and try to generate a kind of global business registry. Says all that are companies which have had commerce, export or importing things from to Norway. So that's basically the idea, to generate a global business registry based on our data. So it's not something very new. As I said, it's very very long from cutting edge problems and very practical problems that we have today. And we what is called record linkage, entity resolutions, because we have tried to develop an algorithms to tackle such an issue. So basically, the idea to identify companies which exported to us, and that's not really easy. I don't know if you know how we write names from Chinese company. A Chinese company is where they are, what they do, and who they are. So that means a name which is that long, the information which is relevant to distinct two company is the last word, maybe, sometime. And try to do it at large scale for all company makes things very difficult. So we managed to do it. We do it almost at full scale, not really. But we try to develop a model which has a good and large improvement from our perspective. We still have some issue, and the issue is that we run it in our own data lake, on our own cluster, and that's where HPC come. Because basically, we don't have the hardware to run it large scale all the time and so on. So that's where our bottleneck currently is just try to be able to run it on large scale on real time. So what, as I said, we succeed to implement a model. We make a lot of try and error. Well, quite a lot of errors, I would say, but we at the end succeed to find a way to tackle all that issue. Chinese company, Middle East company, American company, different way to write a name, first name, last name, first, middle name, and so on, different name there. Company which is IKEA logistic, IKEA warehouse, IKEA production. What should I do? All those cases, so on, for example. Where we are now is that we have run it in large scale, almost, and then we discussed to be able to run such a things in different situations, because we receive custom information, we receive information at the border, we receive information from post, we receive information from airlines company, and then we have to merge them so that we know that IKEA is IKEA, is not another company around. So that's something what we are working on. And the last things that we discussed is to be able to run it as a part of our risk engine on real time. We cannot, we have, if you remember, from 400 million goods coming to Norway per year declared. We have even more postal packages. So that's 1 billion goods, let's say, these orders that we have to manage on the time. If we delay it, it doesn't work. So we have to bring in real time, and to be able to do it, and that's what we think HPC will be the major advantage that we want to look at. So that was as simple. Maybe a little quick, but more time for questions if you do have any.